Buddy, you're watching Hillbilly Luxury, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Aragon. This ain't just any Aragon, this is an Aragon with tritium in it. And if you don't know what tritium is, you're about to find out. But I'm telling you, from what I've seen online, this might be the cheapest watch with tritium in it. So let's unbox this thing and take a look at it. Alright, let's pop this thing open here. We got the standard Aragon box. And there it is. Man, oh man, that's a greenish blue, turquoise. Yeah, I like that. Let's take a look at this thing here now. This is supposedly tritium, and that's the big selling point of this watch. Now, if you look here, these hour markers in the hands, instead of having traditional lume, they have tritium gas tubes in there. Let me wipe it down real quick here. Let's zoom in, get a better look. You see those little tubes? Those are full of tritium, which is a radioactive substance that as it degrades, it glows, but it's completely safe. You don't have to worry about becoming irradiated by wearing this. And if the tubes do get busted, the gas escapes into the atmosphere and it dissipates, and it's not gonna get in your body anyway. It's 100% safe. The old tritium or the old radium. Now, I'd love to see that stuff in action, because that was the stuff that was actually in a pigment paint, and you would apply it like traditional lume today, but it used radium and it glowed like tritium. It just wasn't a gas form. And I think technically we could still use radium. It's just the way it was applied back in the day that was dangerous, because a lot of the people that were applying it, they would dip their brush. You'd use their mouth to clean their brush, which is very bizarre. I don't understand that logic, but it rotted the radiation. It rotted away at their mouths, resulting in a lot of cancer in the mouth and stuff like that, because they were making direct contact with the paint. But overall, it was banned, and you can't get it anywhere. So at least we still got the tritium. So this clearly is running an NH35, or well, the other one, maybe the one that doesn't have a date. Let's check. Let's unscrew the crown. See if it's got a ghost date. All right, there's that one. Winding. Yeah, it's got a ghost date. Yeah. So there's winding, date, and then time. Okay. Which is okay. It don't bother me that they use that movement. Crown's it felt a little rough unscrewing, but it might have just been torqued down too hard. Yeah, I think it was just torqued down. This is a thick-ass watch, so you can see here, it's a cushion style case. I can't remember what this one's called off the top of my head. It's to me, it kind of sounds a lot like Panerai, because I think this is like a Panerai kind of style. We got 3 micro adjusts down here on the standard clasp. This other one, I'm going to be doing a review of this other Aragon. It's got the ratcheting on the fly clasp, and I think they should just put that on all of their watches now. It would definitely upgrade their overall quality. But for the money, this right here is like $215 from what I've seen right now on sale. And at that price, I don't think there's a cheaper. I don't think there's a cheaper tritium watch that's brand new on the market. Now, maybe you might be able to find a used Luminox or something along those lines, but I mean, $215, and it's got it's got female end links, so your bracelet drops straight down. You don't have to worry about. I mean, like I said, it is a little bit beefy of a watch, but it's not It's not crazy, you know. It's it's a little bit of a hoss, you know. It's not sized for my wrist. Probably need to put a couple of links in it if I was gonna wear it. Obviously, I've seen people comment on my other videos. They were like, "Bro, you're wearing your shit way too tight, or you need to lose some weight." So I completely agree. This is not my watch, and this is not how tight I would normally wear it. But I would have to go through and put links in it, and then take links out because it's not my watch, and I have to give it back to my friend. So it's just hassle. So you get the idea. We got the exhibition case back with that standard blue rotor that Aragon has been using. I'm still not the biggest fan of the logo for Aragon. Like, I mean, I feel like the dragon, like this dragon right there. Look, they got that cool ass dragon. You know, maybe change the font on the Aragon and maybe incorporate that dragon on the dial. You know, maybe make the Aragon wording a little smaller and put the dragon on there. Man, that would be cool. You don't see any watches with a dragon emblem. You know, it's just kind of standard, but I get it. This got a lot of fans. There's a lot of fans that love these Aragons, and they are a really good bang for buck. I mean, they are Chinese watches. You know, they're probably coming out of like a lot of the same areas. You know, of where Invicta is coming from, because you know, to me this brand seems to be like borderline Invicta with a lot of their pieces, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's people that love Invictas. You know, you love big beefy watches, and this inherently has to be large because if you notice, let's zoom in here. You notice that the hand stack has to be thick because look at the size of those tritium tubes on the hands. So you got to have them stacked up so that they can pass each other, and then you got to avoid hitting the tritium tubes on the dial. So naturally, you're going to have a thick watch. Do I think this could have been slimmed down some? Yeah, I really do think it could have been slimmed down a little bit. Maybe on the dial end. I don't know. It's close. It's not ridiculously thick though. That's not its problem. Its thickness isn't its problem. You know, its overall size is a little bit big. I think it's like 44 something millimeters maybe. What do we got going on here? What is that? Just a loomed crown with no logo. Maybe it'll glow with a logo in the dark. I don't know. But let's take a look at this loom because this is what you guys came here for. All right, there you have it. You can see why Tritium is amazing. You don't have to charge it up, and that shit will glow for years, like 25 years. And this one is particularly bright. Like, those tubes are brighter than the Luminox I used to own. So that's quite impressive, especially for the price. You will not find a new Luminox for $215. So I really like this watch. I've seen they have a black dial one, which my buddy happens to have that one too because he has to have every color of every watch that they come out with. So I've seen the black dial one, and it is my favorite. I do like a more standard, because to me it's kind of like it's more like a tool watch, like a good old fashioned field watch, without the pop of color. You know, the color kind of makes it a little bit more fashion, in my opinion. But 200 meters, 660 feet deep. I mean, you got yourself just a basic workhorse movement. You got yourself, a basic clasp, nothing too fancy. But if they put that ratcheting clasp on there, it would be freaking fire. This, to me, right now, this is one of the best offerings from Aragon. Like, this is a really good watch. Really good watch for the money. If you can swing it and your wrist isn't too small, like I've got an 8-inch wrist, so these watches definitely aren't too small for me, for my wrist. But you could see, zooming out here a little bit, that, you know, it's not a huge watch. It's a cushion style case, so you get that smaller aspect ratio. And see, I've got bracelet exposed on both sides. See, when a watch has too far, when the lugs stick out too far, you don't see any bracelet. You just see the head of the watch. And I just don't like that look. I like to be able to see some bracelet on either side. And to me, that gives it a good overall appearance. And, you know, this kind of H-link bracelet, it's not just a standard oyster. So, you know, it's got its own unique look. I mean, it is heavy. I wish it was a little lighter for a everyday watch. But for, like, man, if you were going out camping or something and you wanted to have something with you know, guaranteed legibility, you're not going to beat Tritium. You know what I mean? You're not going to beat it. And for the price, you know, yeah, the Tritium will, like, last 25 years and then it's going to start to degrade, or it's going to, you know, get dim. It's like, but come on, you paid $215. You know, if you could still find the watch in 25 years, you're doing pretty good. You know, a lot of people don't keep anything that long. They don't even keep their cars that long. So, you know, this is a really, really strong offering, and I think it is probably the best Aragon watch, and it would be the closest one on my list of personal purchases, because I currently don't have a good Tritium watch in the collection, and this would just fit right in there. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you want one, hey, $215, go over to Aragon's, check it out, man. I appreciate all the love and support. I got 500 subscribers. I can't believe it. That's amazing to me. I'm just a regular hillbilly. I'm nobody special, but I am going to keep making videos, and I hope you guys keep liking the videos and keep subscribing. Peace out.